Good morning, everyone. We decided last minute we were going to take you outside for some natural hot yoga. I'll turn off my volume here. There we go. Now we won't be interrupted. Now we're going to start today on our backs with my husband James here. So you can use your bolster if you have any kind of back issues. You're just going to find your way onto your back. Spread your arms out nice and wide. Let your heels fall out to the sides of the mat. And just find stillness in your breath. Leaving any stresses, any anxieties behind you. And just focusing on your practice today. You might have a few little stone cuttings here and there, but I think we'll be able to get through this anyway. Just focusing on your breath, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just feeling the gentle rise and fall of your belly. On your next inhale, focusing on breathing in for the count of 5. Holding at the top, and exhale for 5. Inhale for 5. And hold. And exhale for 5. Next inhale for 6. And pause. And exhale for the count of 6. Inhale for 6. And exhale for 6. Now just coming back to your natural breath here. And taking a moment to set an intention for your practice today. Saying it out loudly or to yourself. Repeating that a few times. And when you're ready, just bring some movement into your fingertips. Rolling out your fingers, stretching them out, rolling out the ankles and the wrists. Bringing back some movement. And when you're ready, on your inhale, reaching up overhead. Sending the legs out for a nice full body stretch. And exhale, release. Inhale, stretch. And exhale, let it go. One more time. Inhale, stretch. And exhale, let it go. If you're using a bolster, just set it aside. I apologize, it sounds like there's some hammering now. From here, we're going to pull the knees into the chest. Just hug the knees in, rock it out, massage out that lower back. And when you're ready, we're just going to rock it up to seated and catch ourselves in boat pose. and holding here in both. You can extend the legs if you want more of a challenge, or keep them bent here. If you're finding that your tailbone is rolling when you extend the legs, just keep them bent to protect the spine. And we're slowly going to extend the right leg. You can pull the left knee into the chest, and then switch, pull the right leg in, send the left leg out. And switch, switch, left, and right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and we're going to speed it up here. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and hold. Ah, my foot's cramping. From here, we're going to slowly lower the body down to a hover. And then pull ourselves back up to seated. We're going to do that again. Lower down. And back up to seated. And lower down slowly. And back up. And lower down. Back up. If this is challenging, you can place the hands down behind the tailbone and just extend the legs and pull them in. We're going to lower down and up. One more time, lower down for hover. Start flutter the feet. And then drop down back to your mat. You can pull the knees in, hug them out, rock it out, massage out your lower back. We're going to send both feet up to the sky. A little more core work here. You're going to lower the right foot down slowly, flexing the foot. And when you get almost down to the ground, pointing the toes and raising it back up. Switch to the left, lower down. Point the toes, draw it back up. Flex the foot, right foot down. Point the toes, draw back up. Pull left foot down. Point the toes, come back up. Right foot. Point the toes, back up. And left foot one more time. Point the toes, and back up. Hug the knees in, rock it out. Just bring in some heat into that core. With the extra heat of this beautiful sun we have today. One of the first consistently nice days we've had in a while. So I was excited to come out here. And now we've got the hum of my hot tub. Planting the feet down. We're going to draw the heels in close to the bum. You should be able to touch your heels with your fingertips here. The knees should only be about hip width apart. We're going to lift the hips up for bridge. You can interlace the fingers and draw the shoulder blades underneath the back for a little bit higher lift, making sure to keep the knees in and not splaying out. You can place a block between your knees if you find that your knees are splaying outward. Release the fingers, unrolling the shoulder blades, and lowering back down one vertebra at a time. Taking a breath here. Lifting the hips, interlace the fingers, rolling the shoulder blades under the back, lifting your hips up toward the sky, pulling the belly button in toward the spine. Release the fingers, lowering down one vertebra at a time. We're going to do some just lifts here, keeping the hands down on the mat, and we'll lift the hips up and drop it back down. And up down, lift, down, lift, press your weight, shift your weight into your left foot, lifting the right foot up off the ground, sending it up toward the sky, and then lower down for single leg, and up, down, and up. That's 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Drop the right foot down, switch it up, right foot comes down, shift your weight to the right foot, sending the left foot up toward the sky, making sure when you lower down and press up, you're pressing through the heel to protect your knees. 2, for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Lower down. Bring the knees into the chest. Rock it out. And we're slowly going to lower the feet down to the mat. And just let the knees fall to the right side. You can use your hand to deepen the stretch just a little bit. And you're going to look over your left shoulder toward your left fingertips. Your next inhale, drawing the knees back to center and allowing them to fall to the left. You can extend your right arm, shifting your gaze over the right shoulder toward your right fingertips. I hope you can hear me out here. Your next inhale, drawing the knees back to center, pulling them into the chest, and just rocking it slowly, taking a few here, massaging out that whole upper and lower back, and then coming into a seated position. I'm going to just turn here to face you. You can stay where you are. From here, you're just going to do a couple of neck stretches. Make sure it's nice and warm before we get started. Just going to drop the chin to chest. Letting the neck gently roll out to the right. You can deepen the stretch a little bit using your right hand. Not putting a lot of pressure here, but just enough to feel the stretch. Releasing the right hand, coming back to center, and lowering down to the left side. Again, using your left hand to deepen the stretch if you like. Not a lot of pressure here. Probably should have put on sunscreen. Releasing the left hand, bringing the neck back to a neutral position. We're just going to roll it from side to side. Just dropping down to the right, and dropping down back to the left. Just some little half circles here. And when you're ready, coming back to center. Place the left hand down beside the body. We're going to bring the right hand up overhead and stretch out the right side. You can stare straight ahead down at your left hand or up toward the right fingertips. You can lower the forearm down to the mat if it's accessible, or just stay straight arm. Making sure that your both butt cheeks are staying on the mat. You're not lifting that hip. Releasing the right arm, dropping the right hand down to the mat on the right side. Left hand comes up overhead and reaches over, opening up that left side body. Again, dropping down to the forearm if it's accessible, and making sure that both butt cheeks are down on the mat. Drop the left hand down. We're just going to take a gentle twist here, placing the right hand on the outside of the left knee. The left hand comes down behind you as a second spine, and we're just going to twist open to that left side. Releasing your twist, bringing the right hand down back behind the body. Letting it down, left hand comes to the outside of the right knee, and gently twisting open to the right. Releasing the twist, coming back to center. We're going to make ourselves just into a tabletop position. Uncurl the feet, let the tops of the feet hit the mat. Your wrists should be stacked, your shoulders should be stacked over your wrists, sorry. Straight arms here. We're going to come into some cat-cow stretches. So, sorry. As we inhale, we're going to arch the back for cow. And as we exhale, we're going to curl the tailbone under, pulling the belly button in toward the spine for cat. Pressing through the shoulders. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Moving in your own breath here. We'll do this a few more times. Getting that spine nice and warm. Once you come back to your neutral tabletop, we're just going to shift through and rotate the body into some circles, some full body circles here. Just bring some energy and heat into the shoulders and the hips and the back and everywhere. And we're going to go the other way, change direction. And the last one, coming back to that neutral position, curl the tail or the toes under and press back into your first downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet here, just stretch out those calves nicely. Taking a few moments here to settle into your first downward dog. We're going to go into our first sequence. So we're going to come forward into a high plank, lower down, tuck the elbows in for Chaturanga. Inhale up for your first baby cobra. Pressing back up, send the hips back, downward facing dog. Just quickly warm up there. Settle it out. From here we're going to step it in, step the feet towards the hands. Inhale your halfway lift. Exhale, folding down, bending the knees a lot. Bringing the chest and the belly down to the tops of the thighs. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Inhale, reaching up overhead. Exhale as you bring the hands down through heart center. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding down, bending the knees a lot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, drop the hands, step it back, and lower down for Chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, for downward dog. Pedal it out. We're going to do one more slow, and then we'll speed it up. Inhale as you walk to the front of the mat. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, reaching up overhead. Exhale as you draw the hands down through heart center and alongside the body. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, drop the hands, step it back, high plank, and lower down for Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to speed it up now. So hop or step to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, reaching all the way up. And exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, drop the hands, step it or hop it back. And lower down for Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hop or step to the front of the mat. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands through heart center, down alongside body. Inhale, reach. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, drop the hands, hop or step to the back of the mat, and lower down Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hop or step to the front of the mat. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, reaching up overhead. Exhale as you draw the hands down. And one more time, reaching up. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, drop the hands, hop or step to the back of the mat. Lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, halfway or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, draw that right foot in between the hands. Step it, or just lift the hands alongside the body for high lunge, or runner's lunge. Just holding here. Your next inhale will reach those arms up overhead. And we're just going to start dropping that knee. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back up. Drop those hands down. Send that right foot back to meet the left. Shift the weight back, downward facing dog. Coming forward, high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. I'm feeling a lot of flows today, so that's what we're going to get. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, drawing that left foot between the hands. Coming up, runner's lunge, hands alongside the body. And just holding here. Your next inhale, we're reaching those hands up overhead as we drop that knee for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Drop those hands down, step it back, downward facing dog. Optional flow, coming forward, high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. All right foot up. Step in between the hands. Drop that back foot at a 45-degree angle. Reaching up, warrior 1. Your hips should be facing and squared with the front of your mat. Step it closer, the feet closer together if you need to. We're going to send the foot a little bit more back, open up 90-degree angle, and shift into our warrior 2. Drop the back hand down to the thigh, flip the palm on the right, and reach over for your reverse warrior. Actually, that was fine. Coming back, warrior 2. Drop the hand down inside that right foot, for side angle. Straighten out that front knee. Triangle pose. You can use a block if you need to. Shifting the weight back into the left hip. Bending back into that front knee. Coming back, warrior 2. Drop the hand, flip the hand, right hand up, overhead, reverse warrior. And we're going to cartwheel the hands down to the mat, sending the left foot back, or the right foot back to meet the left, and lower down from high plank, down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. And bring it in between the hands. Drop the right foot at a nice 45-degree angle, coming up, warrior 1. Hips squared with the front of the mat again. Drawing those shoulders down away from the ears. Opening up, sending the back foot open to a 90-degree angle. Turning the hips sideways, parallel with the sides of your mat, keeping that front leg open, and shifting the torso back just a little bit so you're stacked over the hips. Drop that right hand, flip the left, and reaching over, reverse warrior. Coming back, warrior two. Drop that hand down, side angle. Straighten out that front leg for your triangle pose, shifting the weight into the hips, into that back leg. And stare up toward your right fingertips, or straight ahead. Using a block again if you need to. Bending into that front knee, coming back, warrior two. Drop the hand, flip the palm, reaching over, reverse. Coming back, partwaying the hands down, and stepping the left back to meet the right. We'll lower down for Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to go into some balancing here. So we're going to just step the feet between the hands. And we're just going to hang for a moment. Bending the knees as much as you need to bring the chest and belly down to the top of the thighs. You can cross the arms and rock it out. Here, we're just going to place the palms under the feet, and just massage them out with your toes and the soles of your feet in your forward fold. Release the hands. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, reaching up overhead. And exhale, bringing the hands down, heart center. And just pausing here for a moment. Closing the eyes down. Just feeling your balance change with the eyes closed. Flutter the eyes open. We're going to grab the right foot, if it's accessible, to place on the inner thigh. If this is too difficult, you can keep the foot down here, just never on the knee. You can extend the arms up overhead and express your tree however you choose. You can test your balance by letting the arms flow in the wind. Like that beautiful palm tree that we are. I'd rather be on an island. Bringing the hands together, back down through heart center. I'm going to take that right foot and cross it over the left. Curl it in behind for eagle. Wrapping the left arm under the right for your eagle pose. Release the arms, release the legs, grabbing that right ankle with the right hand and shifting your weight and opening up for your dancer pose. Keeping sure that your chest is up and open. You don't want to lean too far forward. Release the pose, let go of that ankle. We're going to draw that foot through and extend. I like to place my hands on my hips, it helps me balance. Now we're going to bend in the knee and send it back for warrior three. Letting the arms extend alongside the body. drawing the knee back in, planting that right foot back on the ground. Pedal out the feet, shake it out just a little bit. That left leg is pretty warm, I imagine. The foot. When you find your stillness, coming into tree on that from the left leg. Standing tall on the right, drawing the hands into heart center, and then expressing your tree however you choose. I like to challenge my balance with that flow. I'm a pretty palm tree in the Caribbean. Flowing in the wind. Bring the hands together and lowering down, heart center. Letting go of that left foot on the inner thigh, crossing it over the right for eagle, right arm under the left, wrapping the hands for your eagle pose. We release the twist, bring out your left leg, grab the left ankle with the left hand, and extend into your dancer pose. Standing tall in that right leg. Keeping a slight micro bend in the right knee will help with balance. When you're ready, release that left foot, drawing the left foot out in front of the body. Bending the knee, sending it back, warrior three. And when you're ready, bending in the knee, coming back to standing, and just shake out that right leg, left leg. From here, we're going to lower the hands down, coming back into one final flow, hopper step to the back of the mat, lower down, Chaturanga, inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Sending the right leg up, bringing the right knee down to the right wrist. For your pigeon, you can extend and bring that right foot up so your leg's more parallel with the top of your mat. And if it's accessible to you and you feel comfortable, lowering down for your pigeon. Resting pigeon. Making sure here to keep your right foot flexed just to protect the knee joint. releasing coming up from your resting pigeon, walking the hands up, sending that right foot back, and we'll go for one more flow. Sorry, I lied. Lower it down for Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reaching that left foot up. Drawing the left knee in toward the left elbow or left wrist. You can bring your left foot up if it's accessible to you. And then leaning forward, coming down into your resting pigeon. Resting the head on the back of the hands or a pillow or a block. Ready to release your pigeon, walking the hands up. We're just going to come into a seated position. And extend that right foot out in front of you, drawing the left foot in toward the inner thigh, and then just folding forward toward that right foot. Walking the hands back up, coming back to seated. We're going to just switch the leg position a little bit. We're going to turn that left foot outward so that the left foot is beside the left butt cheek there. We're going to fold forward from here. If that's not accessible, you can stay in your regular forward fold. Ready to release, walking it up, we're going to come into a half hero. So just falling back, coming down slowly, only if it's accessible, not forcing anything. You can reach the arms back overhead. Stretching out that left hip. back down alongside the body, using your elbows to press you up, and coming back to seated. And send the left leg out in front of you, drawing the right foot in toward the inner thigh, and then folding forward toward the left foot. Ready to release the stretch, walking it back to seated. We're just going to change the position, so drawing that right foot alongside the left butt cheek there, left glute or right glutes, and then folding forward on the right, toward the left feet, sorry. Ready to release, walking it back up and falling into that half hero on the right side. Ready to start walking it back up, placing the hands alongside, using your elbows to press the body up. We're going to go into full sleeping hero here, or just half hero, or however you choose, whatever's comfortable for you. So you're going to bring both feet alongside the body. They should be just outside the hips there. If this is uncomfortable, you can sit on a block or a bolster and just find your way here. Or you can find your way into full hero by lowering the body down a little bit at a time and then sending the arms up overhead. toes back alongside the body, using the elbows to press the body up, and then walking your hands to full seated. We're going to just bring the legs around. Do a couple of twists here before settling into our final Shavasana. So bringing that right foot over that left knee. If this is not accessible, you can leave the left foot out in front of you and cross the leg over. Placing the right hand behind the body, left arm outside that right knee, and just twisting open to the right. Releasing the twist, coming back to center, switching out the legs. Right leg comes under, left leg goes over. Left hand back behind you, support the spine, and then twisting to the left side. Releasing the twist, coming down onto our backs here. Keeping the knees bent. Just going to let the legs kind of windshield wiper their way around, massaging out the lower back. Taking that left foot, or the left leg, and crossing it over the right. And then dropping down to the right side, sending the left arm out, or cactus arms. Keeping both shoulder blades on the ground. And then looking over your left shoulder toward your left hand. The left side, sending the right arm out, and looking over the right fingertips. Making sure to keep both shoulder blades onto the ground. Bringing the knees back to center, drawing the knees into the chest, nice and wide, spreading them toward the armpit, and hooking the hands over the outsides of the feet, and just rocking it out here in Happy Baby. Just one last little stretch before we make our way into our final Shavasana. And when you're ready, planting the feet down and extending the legs out. Finding your way into your Shavasana. I'm going to use my bed of nails again. I find it just helps my body relax more. I don't know if you know, but these little mats have more than 10,000 little spikes in them. Nails, if you will. That help to alleviate pain, stress, anxiety, and different forms of fatigue. They can actually help with cellulite in certain areas. Reducing blood pressure as well. It works similar to acupuncture, by getting into those pressure points in the body. You can use these on your feet, you can stand on them. You can put them under your legs. Closing the eyes down. Bringing your mind back now to the intention you set at the beginning of your practice. Taking a few moments to repeat it to yourself. Taking a moment now to thank yourself for coming to your mat today and practicing with me. And thank you for joining me and allowing me to guide you through your practice today. I hope you enjoyed this flow. It was fun and energizing for me. I like a lot of vinyasas. I like challenging vinyasas, so I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I hope to see you again tomorrow for tomorrow's partner workout that we're going to put together later. Those are always fun. You can bring a spouse, you can bring a friend, you can do them with your kids, just carefully. It's a great way to incorporate a nice fun family workout. So thank you again for joining me today on your mat and sharing your time with me and spending it with me. Namaste. Feel free to stay here as long as you need. There's no rush to ever exit Shavasana. The minimum suggestion is about 5 minutes, just to find yourself back in stillness after your hard work. I hope you have a beautiful day. Lots of people joined.